Well, hi there, Sean Humphreys here. Welcome to All Things Retirement. Well, in this installment, we're going to continue with our theme on discussing the benefits of retirement income planning and getting a plan prepared. So in this video, we're going to talk about a pretty cool benefit, and that's applicable for many of you when I talk about your main goals for your retirement income planning and some of your aspirational goals. One goal that comes up pretty consistently is the ability to create legacy, whether that's spending more time with the grandchildren, more time with the kids, volunteer work in your community, and even financial legacy for family and community. So one of the cool things that the retirement income plan can do for you is to give you a bird's eye view, a look into the future as to what level of legacy planning is achievable for you, or what trade-off decisions you would need to make financially to create some additional legacy in your financial planning. So I think you'll enjoy this video. Now, if you're new to our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're posting content all the time on various aspects of retirement and wealth planning. So if you don't want to miss future content, make sure you do that. If you like the video, make sure you click like. Okay, let's take a look at a schematic that kind of reviews what I'm talking about here. So this image is basically you've got your retirement, and you are going through retirement years, and that's your income, which is in the red. It's going up over time because it's inflationary adjusted. And sometimes when we take a look at your assets, which are in the green, there's a steady erosion of your financial capital, and so that theoretically by age 90 or age 95 you might have gone through a lot of your financial assets. You might still have some pensions, some government benefits, but you can see this decline in financial assets in your planning. Now, ideally what you want to see, and I'll show you a specific financial forecast to illustrate this, but ideally what you want to see is your income's coming out. That's again the red. It's inflation adjusted, so it's going up over time. And then your green are your financial assets, and although for many people they'll see some erosion, as they go on in years, you can see there's still value on their balance sheet. And then that can be used as a jumping off point to discuss how can we pass on that value tax effectively? How do we create some legacy planning that will benefit our kids, our grandchildren, or our community? So it's an interesting discussion. Once you've put to bed your own income security needs, then you can turn your attention to gifting strategies, setting up trusts, various strategies that can be put in place to create that legacy that's important to you. So let's take a look at a financial statement from one of our income plans, and I'll show you how we use those statements to give you a forecast on legacy planning. Now, what you see here is the net worth forecast in a graph form or image form. And so for the sample retirement income plan, the clients, big part of their investable assets, they had pension plans, big part were registered accounts, so RSP, RIF accounts, and a little bit of TFSA value. So what you can see in this report for the clients is that they were slowly going through the capital, so that theoretically by age 95 they fully depleted all capital with the exception of the real estate, which is in black. So they had some cottage property that they wanted to pass on as well. They have the principal residence. So ideally they didn't want to bring in the property into the calculations. So we went back to their cash flows. So if you look at their after-tax spending, this after-tax spending number is pretty healthy over the years. So it's steadily going up over time with a cost of living increase of 2% per year. So the conversation we had with them is, okay, what do we need to do to increase the value of their legacy assets? And so we explore strategies, and we begin to model that in this forecast. And when we do that, we can do the trade-off discussions between income, investment strategy, other legacy planning that will enhance the amount of assets that might be in the estate down the road. So what's interesting about these financial planning reports is that they provide us with some visuals. Here's the net worth statement. So this is where they are today in terms of their financial assets and their real estate assets. And then over time, the report also gives us an idea of how that net worth changes every single year. So you can see in this report, starting in 2021, we give them a breakdown on tax-free savings accounts, RSP accounts, and the real estate. And so they get a sense every year how their net worth position is going to change for them based on the spending that they have. So it's a great way of looking into the future and seeing how their spending behaviors will impact on other goals. Now, as it turns out for these clients, they didn't need to spend at the rate that we had forecasted. They could reduce that spending, and then we remodeled this analysis showing what their legacy value was going to be. And as a result of that, they met with their lawyer. They began to look at setting up some trusts. They also did some gifting. So gifting is a wonderful way of creating legacy, because often the gifts come to the kids at a time when they need it. You get the psychological benefits of seeing your kids or family enjoying the gift and using it, and it reduces estate and value over time. So it makes it more efficient to pass on and settle your estate if you're doing some gifting. Now, you're not going to do any gifting unless you're settled in your mind that you can afford to do the gifting, and it doesn't, compromise or have a negative impact on your own income security. Well, it's my hope that you found this video helpful. Again, we've got links in the show notes for this video that will take you to our page that talks about how to get a retirement income plan, so I'd encourage you to take a look at that. We also have links to some other resources where you can get various resources on retirement income planning, some video courses that will be helpful to you as well, and then there's a link to our website to communicate with us. So if you have any questions that have been prompted by this particular video or want to talk about our retirement income planning services, don't hesitate to click on that link. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. If you like the video, make sure you hit like, and I'm wishing you all the best in your retirement planning. You take care. Bye-bye.